Welcome to the Becoming You show with me, your host, Leah Rowling. Do you believe you are capable of choosing your future? Sometimes it takes just one person to believe in you, or you to believe in yourself. If you find yourself continuing to say, someday I will take better care of myself, only to continue living the same day over and over and over again, then you, my friend, are in the right place. I am your biggest cheerleader, inspiring you to become you on purpose and with intention. Are you ready to create a life you love? I'm excited to share with you some big ideas that you can use today to inspire, impact, and influence your life and everyone in it. The Becoming You show starts now. Hello, my friends. Welcome to November. How is your month starting? Are you excited about the upcoming holidays, the changing of the seasons? I live in Iowa, where we have 4 seasons. And so far, fall has been bearable. We actually have transitioned to fall this year way better than last year. Last year was more of an abrupt entrance, going from summer days of like 80 to a fall day of 20. But I love the seasons. I don't necessarily love being cold, but I do love what each season holds from an experience standpoint. I love the fall leaves and the dressing for the cooler weather and the layers and the leggings and the boots. And I love the experiences of the holidays, Thanksgiving and Christmas. And we just celebrated Halloween here in the States. And this Halloween was drastically different than years prior. As my boys get older, Halloween with mom gets kind of less cool. And so the boys did Halloween with their friends. And so we decided to do that as well. And it was fabulous. So we're just getting started with a new month. I hope that you're intentional about what you want to think and what you want to do this month. Be grateful for this month, how you want to feel this month. I want to feel blessed for each and every one of you that are listening to this, sharing this, replying to my Mondays with me. And if you don't know what that is my weekly newsletter, if you will. It is my Monday drop of goodness in your inbox each Monday in hopes to encourage and inspire the very best of you that week. So if you're not set up to get it, just head over to my website and subscribe. I've added a few new freebies on my webpage to kind of support you with your journey, and my favorite page. So if you're looking for Christmas presents, and or if you just love looking for inspiration in beauty and books and design, all of my loves are there on that page. So pop over there at www.leahrowling.com. I promise you, I don't over email. I send one every Monday morning, and then on occasion, I'll send some random Wednesday update thought or story that I want to share, because I know your time is precious, and so I want to honor it. And so when I was asking myself what I want to feel this month, what came up besides blessed is wealthy. Now, I get it. Most people think about wealth as something you have, most likely, not necessarily something that you feel. And so I went a little deeper. What does wealth feel like, Leah? What does wealth feel like to you? Is wealth something more than just what you have? Is it just something more than how much money you have in your bank account? What does it feel like? To me, wealth feels like abundance in life, abundance in hope and joy and love, abundance in experiences, abundance in opportunities, abundance in learning new things and meeting new people and celebrating life to the fullest. It feels like freedom to do what I want, when I want, with whom I want. Free to be me, unapologetic, without permission or validation. Free to love as much and as hard as possible. Free to hug. Free to be patiently present instead of feeling rushed and hurried. I do believe as I feel more wealth in my life, I'm able to create more wealth in my life. So how do you get it? Is it something that you have? Or is it something that you are? How do you get more of it in your life without compromising aspects of your life? This is what we're going to unpack today. I think most people, when they think of wealth, they think of money. And I do as well. But to me, it's a byproduct of the trifecta that I'm going to share with you today. If you want more wealth, more money, you have to start with these three things: time, energy, and relationships. I believe that these are the keys to creating more of a wealthy life and subsequently more money in it. So let's start with time. When you think about time, what do you think about? Is time something you chase? Something that you feel bound by? Thinking that there's not enough time ever to get what you need to get done? Do you constantly feel as though you're on a hamster wheel getting nowhere, and yet time does not stop? The never-ending to-do list, the projects, the planning, the incessant checking of the clock, feeling as though time escapes us. I know for me, these absolutely used to be my thoughts. I never felt like there was enough time, and so there wasn't. I never even thought that there was an alternative. Don't people have the same amount of time every day? To that, I would say yes, but do they use their time, manage their time, boundary their time in a way that is created in abundance, and therefore abundance is created? To that, I say absolutely not. When I work with my clients, one of my very favorite things that we explore together is this concept of time. I truly believe it is one of the most precious resources. And I usually can find my clients a month 13. Yes, an entire month. Think about it. What would you do with an entire month? What would you call it? The idea of creating time is so exciting to me that I created an entire program around it. It's a clutter-free in 3 program. The master program is online and it's self-paced, and it's broken down into 7 learning modules, including original lecture videos and audits and worksheets and assignments and call recordings and more, with live weekly coaching. This step-by-step program has everything you need to go from frenzied to free in just 3 months. Free to access an extra month in your life to do with however you want. And I would love you in that program. So if you're frenzied with time, if you're constantly bound by the clock, if you're incessant, always checking your time, I want you to stay tuned and I want you to get on the wait list. So to do that, just go over to my website. Okay, thank you for that little small commercial. I just know how valuable it is to my clients, and I know that we can create so much more. We can put more value into the world. We can take better care of ourselves and everyone else in our life when we have that time. So back to time. With it, you can finally have the time for the things that inevitably get pushed to the next week. Things like self-care, whatever that looks like for you. Working out, taking walks, meditating, coffee with girlfriends, day dates, with your significant other, time to think about what you want, what you really want, time to think about how you really are. I think back to my life when I felt bound by time. I wasn't doing what I wanted to be doing. I sure as hell didn't have time to be thinking about what I was feeling, let alone feeling what I was feeling. When asked, Leah, how are you? You know this, if you've been listening to me, my go-to is fine, just fine. Let's just turn the conversation over to you because that is really all I have time for. Let's just find out how you are and completely dismiss the idea that I actually feel, that I actually might matter, that I actually exist. No wonder I was never happy with myself. Wealth in time is created by not only our thoughts around time, but creating efficiency systems so that you can do more in less time. I took a lot about planning for this very reason. I want you to use your time as efficiently and as effectively as you can so that you can maximize the results in your life and the people that you serve with the work that you do. If you have more time, you can put more value in the world in exchange for money. I want that not only for you, but more importantly, for the people that are trading their dollars for better results, that are trading their money for the value you put into it. Whatever it is that you do, people exchange money for how your product or your service will make them feel. Usually, people are exchanging money to feel confident, to feel fulfilled, to feel healthy, to feel happy. I want people feeling a lot of this, which is why I want you to have time and use your time to serve other people in this way. We need to remember that people are not buying us. They're not buying you. They aren't. They are buying a feeling. They are buying a result. It is your job. It is your responsibility to create as many good feelings and results as you possibly can. And in order to do that optimally, we need to find you more time. You with me? Okay. The second thing that we need, in addition to time, is we need energy. Again, I talk about this a lot too. It is an awesome and most valuable resource that I think we neglect. If we are going to serve and provide the value that I know each of you have to offer to the fullest extent of our capabilities, we need energy. Again, I talk about this a lot. It's super important. And if you missed my episode a few back, I spoke specifically on how to honor it, how to cultivate it, and how to share it with the world. So I won't bore you with that conversation. What I will offer is that when you think of wealth, when you think of creating something of value by way of product or service, and then you exchange that value for money, there is an energetic exchange that happens. If you are not confident in the value that you offer, if you doubt how you can help serve, your customer will doubt the offer as well. This is the energy I'm talking about. How do you present your product or service to the world? How do you think about it? Do you think about it? Do you think about your customers with this in mind? Do you think about how their life will be better by what you offer? Or are you thinking about how your life will be better by the money they give you in exchange for what you offer? Subtle but impactful. When we make it be about us, we energetically steal the opportunity to connect with them because we lose sight to the fact that the value transaction has nothing to do with us, you, nothing. We lose an opportunity to share ourselves freely, unconditionally, not bounded by time, nor energetic constraints of what we believe to be possible. And when we can check that, we can serve our clients, our patients, our customers in a far more powerful way than we can manage energy that we bring to that transaction. Lastly, but certainly not least, your relationships. We need to think about our relationships more than we think about our revenue. Sometimes, most times. I truly believe that the level to which you cultivate relationships is the ceiling to which you will succeed. You want wealth as it relates to money, make friends, connect with people. People do business with people that they know, like, and trust. Want to make more money? Have more connections with people. Have more authentic, vulnerable conversations and relationships with people. Give yourself opportunities to get known, to get liked, and earn trust. When I think about wealth, I think about my relationships with people over money. I think about what wealth looks like for me in 5 years, and 10 years, 20 years. And yes, of course, there's a monetary component in that wealth. Absolutely, yes. I think about money in the way that I think about value. And the more money I make equates to the value that I put out in the world. I want to put out a lot of value. I want to help people feel better, feel more confident, feel more engaged, love life more. And I know if you're listening to this, you have a product and or a service that you know can do that as well. So yes, there is a monetary component. Money is exchanged for value. Check. How much value can I put out into the world? But there's also a consideration about who are the people that I'm surrounding myself with. It's all about, for me, creating wealthy relationships with my boys and my husband and my friends and my clients. And I want to love on them as hard as I can. I'm always asking them and myself, how can I be better for them? And I truly want you to have all of the wealth in the world. I want you to use your time and your energy and your relationships, this trifecta, to take your gifts into the world and serve as big as you can. And it just so happens when you do that, the amount of money you make is infinite. It is as much as you want. And I get that this money is infinite as a concept might butt up against your beliefs about what you've been taught about money, what you think is true about money. And I invite you to explore those beliefs for yourself. And again, if you want help breaking this all down, there's one more week to sign up and join us in Houston at the retreat. I would love, 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 love to see each and every one of you there. I want to make sure that you have your month 13, that you go into 2023 with as much energy as you possibly can in knowing exactly what is required for you to cultivate, honor, embrace, cherish the relationships that you have in your life. Level up on all of them. So again, with that, you can go over to my website at leahrowling.com/retreat to sign up for that. I really want us to be conscious of our thoughts as it relates to time, whether or not we have enough of it, whether or not we always feel chased by it. I want you to think about your thoughts as it relates to energy. Do you feel like you have enough of it, or are you always tired and overwhelmed and burned out and frustrated? And I want you to think about the way that you explore relationships. Are they serving you? Are you giving yourself the very best of who it is that you are? Or do you have this thought that humans aren't genuine, that humans aren't real? Because when you have that thought, that humans aren't real, that humans aren't genuine, that you can't trust other humans, I promise you, you're creating more of that in your life because you become somebody that people can't trust, because you're not showing up in that relationship, genuine because you have a thought that they're not. I just want you to check yourself. I want you to check yourself with regards to how you think about money as well. What are your thoughts? Will there never be enough? Are you not good with money? Is money hard? Does money not grow on trees? I want you to check your thoughts and figure out where they came from. Who offered those thoughts to you? Are they serving you? And if not, can you explore what else could be true for you? Could it be true that money could be easy? Could it be true that maybe this trifecta, this whole notion that time and relationships and energy actually might impact my ability to go after whatever it is that I want and create more value into the world in which is exchanged for money? I believe in your greatness. I believe in your capabilities, and I believe in dreams that you haven't even been aware of yet. And I'm here to support you in all of it. I truly believe that the more wealthy you are, in whatever way you define wealth for you, the more we all benefit. And I truly believe that if you're here listening to this podcast, it's because you want to be of service in the world, because you want to be a light in the world, because you are a leader by design in your own family, in the work that you do, in the products and the services that you provide. If you had more time, if you had more energy, if you had more meaningful and quality relationships, what would that look like for you? I hope that you have the systems that support you in this. And again, if not, we're doing a deep dive beginning of the year, the Clutter-Free in 3. And so I want you to get on the wait list with me for that. I want you doing this life as big as you possibly can. And you know, because I've said it before, if you have a brain, there's blind spots. There are things that we don't see. I have a coach. I have multiple coaches, and I do that because I know I've got lots of blind spots. And I want other people's perspective to help me blow my own mind, break my glass ceiling, and continue to break them. To continue to pursue the infinite possibilities that are available when I get out of my own way. Wealth can only be defined by you. So maybe after this, you take out a journal, your notebook, your personal development journal, and you think about this concept of wealth. What does it look like? What does it feel like? What does it look like for you in 5 years, 10 years, 20 years? You get to choose. You just get to choose. No matter your thoughts about how you think it should look like based on your past, no matter what thoughts were ever offered to you about it with regards to time or money or relationships or energy, I want you to check them and see if they serve you. Because time, energy, and relationships are your secret trifecta to wealth success. I want you to use them to create massive amounts of wealth in your life. Whether wealth is defined by you by health, quality relationship, lots and lots and lots of money, all of these, or something else. I would love to know how you define wealth for you. And can you share it? Can you have a conversation? Can you open up a conversation with your kids, your spouse, your friends? Maybe this Thanksgiving, you talk about the blessing and the gratitude of the wealth that you're going to create for yourself, starting right now. I want you to create as much wealth as you want for your life. And it really does start with understanding this trifecta honoring it, and really exploring how you can create more of it. I promise you, you can. More time, more money, more quality relationships, more energy will equate to wealth in whatever way you define it. I want you to finish this year as strong as you possibly can. I want you to finish this month as strong as you can, with lots of grace for yourself, for wherever it is that you are, as it relates to time, as it relates to energy, as it relates to your relationships. Can you accept what is right now? And from that place, decide what this will look like now and into the new year. It's a choice that you just get to choose. And I hope you choose it. Have an incredible week, everybody. I will see you next week. Take care. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
You have been listening to the Becoming You show with me, your host, Leah Rowling, where I share big ideas to inspire, impact, and influence your life. Tune in every Friday at 11 Central on TransformationTalkRadio.com for your morning cup of coffee, the hug you never want to end, and that inspirational message that you felt was written just for you. Each show is inspiring you to become you with purpose and intention. For more information or to connect with me, visit www.leahrowling.com.